Estongo Seminole. Jeremy Foltz, Chaho Jeff Gados, and Momojanita, Hadam Nita, Heedlas, and Bumbala, Moan, Unhissy, Alagidos, Joe Legidos. It's Jay, Joe.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you doing?
Is it afternoon yet?
Monks, Mongo. It's
yet.
still 11 a.m.
All right, good morning then, Mr. Jeremy Foltz.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good.
Thank you for joining us on this 11 o'clock hour on the Simo Nation Reservation, where the next half hour we are going to go through the doings and the happenings that's going on along the res. And we've got a jam-packed show today, so I think we're just going to kind of get into it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'll let you do the church meetings, though.
Okay. So, are you sure? I'm sure your loyal listeners want to hear you say some of these churches. Yeah. You good?
Man, I can't even tell you what this weekend is, to be honest.
All right, so this weekend, August 18th, Hey Otaco, those mon. The church is having their church meetings: Artisy, Beaver, BMO, Bird Creek, Buckeye Creek, Community IBC, Deep Fork Columbia, Faith Baptist in Dustin, Hickory Ground, Little Casita, Miccosukee, Middle Creek No. 2, Montezuma, Ofuskie, Pecan Grove, Sand Creek, Eufaula, Tomajesse, and Wetumpka, and also Rock Spring having their church meeting this weekend. And usually we mention every week some of these churches like to go visit other churches and go help each other out. And so if you're planning on visiting the church this week, you might just follow up with a friend that might go there just to make sure they're having services, because sometimes, like I said, they might travel and go out and about, and so you never know. But other than that, anything you'd like to add there, Joe?
You did good.
All right. Mouse is over there.
I'm impressed.
And then every week we talk about the ones who have started their journey, and a lot of families are missing loved ones this week and even today. We want to remember those families and members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and pause right now for a moment of silence. Mado. And then we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Like we said, we do have an action-packed show, and so we have a guest already in the studio. Usually when the guests arrive, Joe, they come in about 10:15 and go right into it. But they were here early today, so we're going to try to give her enough time, and so we're trying to get through these announcements in 11 minutes?
11. I think we can do it.
All right, let's do it.
Record time.
So there is a special call, general council meeting being held August the 20th at 7 p.m. If you'd like to check out the agenda is posted online on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page, as well as the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma web page. Again, that's going to be August 20th at 7 p.m. located at the General Council House, Miccosukee Mission Council House.
All right, then, since there's a special call meeting coming up, there's going to be all these band meetings coming up. So starting off, we got the Nutkip Harjo Band.
Hadam, August.
That's it right?
Hadam.
That's it. Nutkip Harjo.
Nutkip,
that's right. I've been learning. But the Nutkip Harjo Band will be meeting on August 15th from 6 to 9 at North Community Building.
All right, and then the Ocheezy Band will meet at the North Community Center on Tuesday, August 13th, which is today at 6 p.m. Please email ocheezyband.seminole@gmail.com for the virtual meeting link if you are unable to attend in person.
And then we also have the Tezagaya Harjo Band will be meeting Thursday, August 15th at 6 p.m. at the new council house.
Good job, Healy Mahi, nephew. Yeah. And then also, Simo Nation Days is coming up. Again, it's going to be September 20th through the 22nd, the third weekend in September. But Josiah, tell us a little bit about where the folks can find all the information for Nation Days.
Alrighty, then communications. We came up with a page that is strictly for Seminole Nation Days. You can go follow it to see all the latest updates for Seminole Nation Days, and the page is called Seminole Nation Day Celebration. You can't mess it up.
All right, and what are some of the events taking place that weekend?
Well, we got the 5K, which will be on September 21st, which I believe that is that Saturday morning. And then to kick it off, the week before, we have the baby pageant, not the princess pageant. And then that Thursday will be the princess pageant. And then, as you know, Friday and Saturday kind of kick off all of the tournaments. We'll have the 3-on-3, the softball, slow pitch and fast pitch. And then following on Saturday, we'll have the golf tournament. Well, actually, the golf tournament will be on Friday this year.
Friday, yep.
So then Saturday, we'll start the volleyball tournament, the 3-on-3. And, yeah, so a schedule of events is soon to come.
To let the folks out there know, the millions that are listening, just letting y'all know, Josiah did all that from memory because he's probably worked on all the flyers.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't even move his computer screen once. And so news from the community and health rep and diabetes. The Seminole Nation Diabetes Program presents a fitness challenge team of 2. One team member must be enrolled Native American, and it's open to the public. So if you're sitting in one of the many restaurants out there that listen to the station, just know that you can be a part of it if you find someone else that might be enrolled with another tribe. It's open to the public, which means the team with the most body fat percentage loss wins the total cash accumulated. And so entry fee is $30 per team. You can register at the Jafigny Wellness Center, which is located on the beautiful Miccosukee Mission campus. It's going to be the FAR building on the southwest side of the Miccosukee campus. And so get out there. You must weigh in and pay by September 3rd. If you have questions, contact 405-652-1167.
So what you're telling me is I got until September 3rd to eat
to
whatever
put on
I want.
Your weight.
Yeah, to put it all in and then just lose the law. Okay.
Yeah, I see you. I'm going to drink a lot of water.
And then also from the diabetes program, they also still have chair aerobics going on, which started back on August 6th. And that'll be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. at the Simo Nation OAP building, which I'm pretty sure are they doing that at the Mission or is that the
Seminole Nation OAP building, I'm sure, is the one at the Miccosukee Mission on Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays,
and then Thursdays, it's in Wewoka New Life Church.
Yes, sir. For details, you can contact 405-584-7923.
And if you're still wanting to make a gym appointment, which after September 3rd, I probably will be, 1 hour time slots, and it's the same number to call, 405-652-1167. Amanda, put me down for that 12 to 1 slot.
That's right. Right after. That's during lunch.
That's during lunch. Work out during lunch. I'll be eating the chicken leg.
Yeah, working out.
Walking on that treadmill.
Doing curls with that chicken leg.
Yeah.
And then also the communications department just recently released the Chogatulemi of the August issue. So it is now available to view or download on the Seminole Nation website. And the hard copies should be hitting their mailboxes this week.
All right. And then also cooking demonstrations Wednesday, August 14th at the Food Distribution Program Kitchen at 1 p.m. That's going to be tomorrow at 1. For more information, contact Kevin Jones, 405-334-4007. And they are going to be cooking corn and beef grain bowls. And, I got to admit, Kevin did a great job yesterday. Rex and his staff all for hosting the language adult immersion program. We were able to go over there, and the first project that the adult immersion students went through was learning how to make a cake. And so they made a cake in the language. Everything was done in the language, from picking out the ingredients and then putting it into the bowl, stirring, even cooking it. And so it was a good time. And so we just want to say a huge mado to the Food Distribution Program Kitchen and their staff. And so, again, hadam, mado, jige.
Alrighty, then we have some news from the Higher Education Office. Their offices will be opening on the following Saturdays to help applicants get info about the higher education, BIA scholarship, and other funding opportunities. The next day that they'll be open on Saturday will be this Saturday, which is August 17th, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So see you there. And their address is 630 North Main Street, Seminole, Oklahoma, 74868.
Nephew, when there's a explanation point at the end of "see you there," you're supposed to say "see you there."
Oh yeah, my bad.
Not "see you there." It's not a period. It's an exclamation point. That means exclaim it.
Yeah. See you there.
Like that. Good. Much. And then also the higher education office is open for extended hours. Let's see. Today, Thursday, September 3rd, September 5th, September 13th. And you can find the dates and times on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. And is it on the website as well?
Yes,
I think
sir.
that flyer is also on the website as well. And so if you want to know the dates and times, again, they'll be open from 5 to 7. And if you have any questions, you can just give her a call, 405-241-6801.
And then also the higher education program, now available, the Seminole Nation Higher Education BIA Scholarship, online application submission and document upload. Go to the Seminole Nation Tribal website at www.sno-nsn.gov, and you can fill out a scholarship application and upload the required accompanying documents all online. The deadline for submissions is September 14th. Everything must have been received by the Higher Education Office by 5 p.m. For more information, you can contact 405-241-6801.
You did good on that one, there.
Man, I struggled on that one.
And then also the Ice Cream Social, the most hyped up event Seminole Nation is having on August 29th from 5 to 7. If you want to attend and eat some ice cream with us, contact 405-241-6801, and you can come and join us to learn more about the Seminole Nation Higher Ed BIA Scholarship while enjoying some refreshing ice cream.
Alrighty then. And if you are free Wednesday and Thursday, workers are needed immediately for general labor. The pay is $15 an hour. The work is in Conowal. You must be 18 years or older.
And
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, usually, and you just kind of skipped over historic preservation, but usually we have some music. But today we're going to do it a cappella.
You want me to do it?
I feel like Eminem, so I'm going to do it a cappella.
You ready? You want me to do it?
I'm doing it
Okay,
a cappella.
Right.
Boy, you go, isn't it? So this comes straight from Jake Tiger with the Historic Preservation Office. During the mid-1770s, a Dutch surveyor by the name of Bernard Romans traveled with the British to Florida, where he documents a Miko from Florida wearing a buffalo horn headdress that can be seen sketched in his writings, A Conscious Natural History of East and West Florida, published in 1775. And I believe Jake Tiger's making a horned headdress, and so
Nice.
buffalo horn headdress. So much, Jake.
Well, alrighty then. So, job placement and training. Back to where I was. They are needing workers for Wednesday and Thursday for doing general labor. The pay is $15 an hour, and the work is in Conowal. Must be 18 years or older. Please call Rick or Rich, however you decide to say that. Rich, 405-204-9874.
And also, the Seminole Nation Judgment Fund office is currently accepting the ARPA clothing assistant applications for students 4 years or pre-K through high school 12th grade. The clothing program is only for enrolled Seminole Nation tribal members, and there's some rules that might apply for this. And so go check out the flyer that's located on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page.
Alrighty then we also have the Princess Pageant, which I mentioned earlier in the show, which will be held on Thursday, September 19th at 6:30 at the Seminole State College Enoch Kelly Haney Center.
Hadamagas?
Everybody is welcome.
All right, and then also from the OAP program, lunch Monday through Thursdays 11 to 12:30, and breakfast on Fridays starting at 9. Today looks like is Polish sausage is on the menu, and this week is going to be good. But remember, OAP is the best meal that you can purchase on the res for $7 cash only. For if you're 54 and under, anyone 55 and older can eat for free. Just go fill out an application and they'll get you on there. And they are having a raffle as well. to where all the proceeds will go towards activities. The drawing will be held on August 22nd during lunch hours, and so you can buy a ticket for $1 or 6 for $5. And then we also have a guest joining us today in the studio. We wanted to give this new director as much time as possible. Chelsea Fish, welcome to the show.
It's
Stongo. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Chelsea, what department or what program that you're over, and take it away.
Okay. Well, I started June 24th. I hit the ground running. Not many people know this, but I actually pulled in off the road at like 4 o'clock in the morning into Ada, and then went to work at around 8 that morning. So literally hit the ground running. It was there was a lot of challenges to getting here, honestly. I'm from Tishomingo. My dad is Seminole and Creek, and my mom is Chickasaw and Choctaw. But I've lived in the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. for the last 24 years. So I'm urban.
That's way north, isn't it?
Way
Northeast.
north. Yeah. It's
way
actually
kind of past Tulsa somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of past a little bit, little bit north of Tulsa.
A little bit north of Tulsa.
You know, fun fact about D.C. is that it's actually not in the northeastern part of the country. It's actually south of the Mason-Dixon line. Ooh. So it's got a southern feel, but there's no southern food. So I'm glad to be back home. Yeah, I'm glad to be back home. Nice. Let's see. So I'm serving as executive director at the Housing Authority of the Simo Nation. It's a huge honor and privilege to be able to fill this seat, especially coming behind the former executive director, Becky Stone, who is an incredible visionary for the community and community advocate. There are tremendous shoes to fill in that regard. I will try my best and always put my best foot forward on the behalf of the people. But Becky really laid a lot of groundwork. She teed me up for success, I'll say that. So we have a lot of really cool, amazing projects going. One of them is the Seminole Legida project, which is a 22 home housing addition that is on the rise. We haven't broken ground, but we are getting ready to put the bids out for turnkey contracts. We have a really cool competitive approach to getting that construction done. We'll have 2 contractors performing against each other. And so half of the houses will be constructed by one construction company and the other by another. And so those are just some of the best practices that I approach in applying to HASNOC and how we make our contracting competitive, because we don't want folks coming in and charging Indian prices and doing all that jazz. We want to make sure that we create a lot of value in our contracting. Is
it public knowledge yet where this edition is going to be located?
It's not. It's not public.
Okay,
yeah, it's not fully public yet.
Okay, because we do have like 1 million people listening, so if it's not public, we can't say. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you are a director though, so if you want to break it live here, you can. If you need to hang on to it,
live action. We got live action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fine. It's all good.
I see ya.
It's all good. No, and we'll start to put together the outreach and engagement. And I think that's a really good segue. Thank you, Jeremy, because at Simo Nation Days, I'm going to run an information booth. And at that information booth, I'll be doing a survey and catching all the feedback so that we are collecting information from the ground up, from the voices of the community members to develop the programming, the planning for that particular project. Nice. So, for example, are people most interested in rentals or are they most interested in home purchase? Little things like that we'll find out through that survey.
So if people aren't able to maybe make it to Nation Days and they want to share some of that information with y'all, is that an option as well?
We can set it up that way. We can tee it up that way. We're going to start from from scratch, I like to call, and it's an iterative process, Jeremy. It's an iterative process. So we'll learn as we go.
That must be a DC word because I'm not quite sure what that.
Oh, it's a constructive process.
Okay.
So we'll start from scratch, and then we'll kind of learn as we go the best approaches to collecting the most in-depth information from our community members. So we'll put it on the website. We'll run our survey at Simo Nation Days. We'll go to our housing recipients, our occupants and tenants now, and then we'll circulate it amongst general counsel and let them know what's going on.
Info gathering stage.
Gathering.
I see.
You're right.
Good deal. So what else y'all have going on over there?
What else do we have going on? Let's see. We're just gearing up for Seminole Nation Days, really. Deciding how to target our outreach and engagement in the community. There are a few goals that I have stepping into this leadership role, and one of them is reacquainting HASNOC with the community, improving our relationship with the community. So I've been going out to the homes of community members when I get phone calls and things like that, and just going out with them, sitting with them. For me, coming back to Oklahoma after 24 years, and I didn't choose to be away. My mom passed away when I was 7. She died of breast cancer. My dad died when I was 12. We were in a tornado on May 3rd, 1999. I had a 2x4 fly through my leg. It killed him and his girlfriend rather. And so I was orphaned at the age of 12, and by God's grace and my sister's relentless, just never gave up on me. She was 26 when she took me in. She had 2 small kids. Me at 26, I don't know if I would take in a juvenile delinquent, because by that point I was pretty rowdy. But she did take me in, and I really credit her mentorship and her really never giving up on me to be the person that I am today. Grew up in the streets of DC, so I'm really urban, but with really country roots. So I'm glad to be back here. I'm glad. It feels really good when I can go into the office and speak Creek with my coworkers, and it's a very, very competitive environment in DC, and a very different climate, politically charged climate. So it's nice to be back here and just kind of.
Same thing.
No, not the same thing.
But you're amongst the community now.
Yes.
And you're around folks, and there's someone that you might meet at Cash Saver that knows your entire family and can tell you exactly where you're from, who your grandparents were.
Right.
And,
tell me those stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my parents dying so young, it just means a lot to hear those stories. You know what I mean? That's like piecing together parts of me almost, and learning that has been really cool, really rewarding.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then also, as a part of the housing authority, you also have another branch that flows up through y'all with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, thank you for bringing them up. So I need to make a major plug alert. The Boys and Girls Club is having our annual banquet. This is the 2nd annual banquet that the Boys and Girls Club will host September 17th at the Bridge. Give us a call at the HASNOC office for more information on that. We have tables for sale. Seats are $35 a piece, but if you plan on coming and enjoying a really great meal and engaging in a live auction and fellowshipping and networking around with especially a lot of the community advocates, so getting to know who is behind a lot of the funding and the resources that go into the Boys and Girls Club. It would be really cool if folks could come out and just say thank you, have some FaceTime with those folks. Like I said, $35 a seat, but if you have like a group of 8 or more, it's more cost effective just to get a table. But it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
What's that number they call? They want to reserve a spot? 405-257-6604. That sound right?
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds right.
All right. because we say that number a lot because you also have some job openings.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. We have a job opening for an IT technician. We are still looking for that prime candidate. This is an incredible opportunity for someone who wants to work part-time. So hours are flexible. Would be perfect for maybe a senior in college who's maybe doing computer science or something like that. Hours are totally flexible.
Nice.
No benefits, but great flexible hours and
Extra money on the side.
extra money on the side.
Heck yeah. And so don't feel bad. I'm still trying to learn my phone number as well, and I've been here 5 years. So
I don't know about it.
yeah,
Thanks,
you're
Jeremy.
good. My
Thanks
bad.
for that.
You're welcome, Chelsea. And again, that phone number is 405-257-6604. We have just a few minutes left. The mic's yours. What do you want to tell the people, Chelsea?
I want to say
again,
yeah.
millions
of listeners. I want to say, check 1 2 A.
Mic drop.
Yeah, mic drop. I got a couple bars for everybody. A.
Drop it.
No. We had a really great turnout for our homeless youth residential home project. That is a big staple in some of the work that we're doing to increase access to housing for our youth. A lot of youth are living in unstable conditions, so being able to have access to stable housing is going to be tremendous for them, I believe. I think I mentioned during the groundbreaking, a lot of that instability that a lot of our teens and youth are facing make me reflect on my life and what my life was like growing up without a lot of stability like that. And so having a home, I'm a public health major, and so I am a strong supporter. I probably talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs almost every day. And those are that ladder or tier of our psychological needs as human beings in order to reach our potential. And so home, housing, everything starts in your home. Every single thing starts in your nutrition starts in your home, your mental health starts in your home, your self-esteem and your confidence starts in your home. So when you have a stable home, it drives a lot of your path as an individual walking life. And so being able to offer that to the youth, pick this project up, like I said, from Becky Stone, she teed me up for success. And so I can only hope and pray that I can carry that forward in a good way. But I will say, if folks are interested in learning what the heck is this project all about, I think it'll meet a huge need in kids coming out of foster care and not having a stable home to go to after foster care. So that's the target audience for that. And I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody that came out, because we had a really great turnout.
Good deal. Again, if you want to reach the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, you can call 405-257-6604. Chelsea, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Hello.
It's been great and a lot of good things, I think, coming from y'all's way down there in Wewoka, coming up this way. So, Mado, for everything that you're doing and getting ready to do, and I know you're putting in a lot of hours, I'm sure, a lot of hard work. And so again, Mado, for joining us today. And let's see, what else do we have real quick? The birthdays. Joe didn't get to the birthdays, but happy birthday Alex Fish, Taya Jones, Kristen Hill, Lydia Harrison, Tracy York, and Elisa Douglas. You can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website for the Simo Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communication staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on KWSHradio.com worldwide to the millions. Mado, and we'll see you next week. Jihi Jathlish.